That is, it's your boy Soul Immortal. You know, some people, all they do is sit around and talk about negative things, right? You know, all they do is get on social media and talk about the negative side of life. All they do is either talk about people or talk about, you know, generational health issues. And as a result, their life is a reflection of this. You know, they're always, you know, short on money. They're always in a low vibrational. They're always having some kind of health issue. In other words, they're speaking their life into existence, right? But then you have another group of people that they're on the other end, so it seems, right? You know, they're speaking positivity. You get on their social media, man, they're putting all these solid quotes out, man. They're talking about affirmations. They're talking about meditation, right? But these people, you know, what they're putting out is not reflecting their life. You know what I'm saying? Why is this? See, the reason you see some people speaking a certain game but not receiving that in the third dimension is simply because they aren't addressing their secret thoughts.
Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on what level you own based on, whether you're human or whether you're immortal.
Brothers, I was up early this morning, man, reading one of my all-time favorites, As a Man Think, right, by Jazz, or As You Think, rather, by James Allen. And there was this one line in here, man, and it says, circumstances are the means by which the soul receives its own. Think about that. Circumstances are the means by which the soul receives its own. What that means is whatever you're facing, like whatever life is giving you is what you created. You know what I'm saying? Whatever life gives you is what you created. It's like you're creating your own world is what it's saying. So when you hear people talk about, you know, when you hear people talk all this positivity, you know, they're talking affirmations, they're talking about abundance, they're talking about prosperity, right? But they're broke as hell, but they're living paycheck to paycheck, but they're unemployed. You know, you have to ask yourself, why is this? Because you see it online every day. You get on Instagram, you get on Facebook, and people are talking big game. People are talking big game, but their life isn't reflecting it. And you have to ask yourself, why is this? It is because what's on the outside, or what they're portraying to be on the outside, is not really what's on the inside. There's no way around it. When you look at a person's life, their circumstances are an exact reflection of what they are, or what their thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? So you can get off the gram and you know, saying all these things like whatever your world is putting out, that's what you are. That's what you are. You know, we all know people, or that one person, right, that you can just look at their life over the last 5, 10, or 15 years, and you say, you know, they just can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I see them going from relationship to relationship. I see them losing job after job after job. I see them just having bad situation after bad situation. Like that's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like they can be in your face and smiling, and they can be talking all this positive, fake energy, but the results they're getting is simply who they are. And the thing is, it's not like it just happened to, you know, something just happened. It's always been who they are. You know, going back to the book, right? There's a part where it says, a person does not end up in the gutter or prison by the tyranny of fate or circumstance, but by the path of low thoughts and base desires. Nor does a pure-minded person fall suddenly into crime by the stress of any merely external force. What that's saying is, whatever you're getting, it's saying you've always been that. You know, man, think about the people. Think about the people in the news now. Think about the people online that are having an issue with this PPP loan situation, right? You think they just woke up one day, got a PPP loan, and now they're in a bind? No, these people have always thought like that. These people have always tried to get something for nothing and scheme out of it or flip it. This is nothing new. This is just a circumstance presenting itself, showing you who people are. You know what I'm saying? Think about the majority of people, not all, but the majority of people that end up going to prison. You know, the majority of people didn't just wake up one day and commit a crime and now they're doing, 15 to 20. The majority of people were doing things over and over, petty crimes, small theft or whatever, and it just built up to a hypnotic rhythm, and now this is their circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So guys, you have to understand that one, we're creating this thing. We're creating this thing, but the thing is, what people are saying is completely irrelevant. Their life is a straight up reflection of what's really going on, right? Then it said this. It says circumstances does not make the person, it reveals the person to himself or herself. What is that saying? It's saying instead of focusing on what everybody else is doing, right? It says really another cheat code is saying really all you have to do is look at yourself. Like in other words, we have to start going into edit mode in life, right? And when I say edit mode, this is what I mean. Like, first off, we have to come to the conclusion, or come to the understanding rather, that this life is a replay. That the thoughts that go off in our mind, that the thoughts we take to the other side when we sleep, when we meditate, or where we're creating things, right? So when I say in this life, we have to be in edit mode. We're looking at this thing at daily life simply as a means of changing the world and creating what we want. In other words, instead of sitting back looking at everybody else, look at yourself. And when I say look at yourself, don't look at what you've been posting on the gram. Don't look at what you've been writing down in your journals. Don't go back and look at the old text messages that you and your BFF or you and your moms or you and your pops had, right? Look at your world. Say, is my world a complete or a direct reflection of what I want? And if it's not, let me go into edit mode. People always talk about writing down your goals, writing down. You understand the power of writing something down? It by default puts you in edit mode. By default, you go into edit mode when you start writing down what you're seeing in your life and how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? We have to go into edit mode. If I look at my bank account and I say, you know what, man? My money should be somewhere else. Like the energy I'm putting out is not a reflection on that. Then I have to say, you know what? What are my secret thoughts? Like, how do I feel about money? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that have been on a job making $70K for 10 years, right? That's $700,000. But you can look at their bank account today. $700,000. You can look at their bank account today and they have less than $100 in their checking and savings. You got to think about that. Because these same people are talking about stunning life and blessings and all this stuff, but they're barely making it. So what you have to do is say, you know what? What are my secret thoughts about money? Like, how do I really feel about money? Am I focused on the wrong thing? But what it should do, it should send you into edit mode. It should say, you know what? I know what I'm putting out there, but what are my circumstances showing me? You know what I'm saying? If I come down and all of a sudden I'm unhealthy, I got to say, you know what? Yeah, I might get on the gram every day and show my workouts. I might do all this stuff. But when I wake up in the morning, man, I'm sore, man. I'm having heart problems. I'm having, bone problems. You have to say, what are my secret thoughts? Like, what am I really thinking? I'm telling you guys, even when it comes down to relationships, and I've talked about this before, people get online and make content, good content about certain people, men and women, and they'll be like, oh, men ain't this, women ain't this, blah, 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 for years and years and years. But what they don't understand is they're creating that. What they don't understand is their secret thoughts are keeping them there. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a video by my sisters, man. If you ever subscribe to Conversations by Kara and Danielle, man, these sisters, they have some good content. But they made a video, I believe, yesterday, and they were saying some women, when it comes to women getting with classy men, Some women can't handle that because they you know, low key they feel like they aren't worthy for this type man. See, you have a lot of sisters on the social media talking about, yo, you know, relationship goals, or me and hubby, or me and somebody's son. You know, all these, you know, all these quotes and posts about them being with some man. But real talk, man, on the inside, their secret thoughts, they'll never get a man. They'll never get a man because their thoughts, their thoughts are a reflection of what they're getting. If they're getting ran through by every other guy, but they're posting one thing, it's like, you know what? You're putting something out that's not on the inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of situations, guys, just in life, period, men and women, it's all about just instead of looking at the world, instead of trying to figure out what everybody else is doing, use this world, use the evidence, use your circumstances that you're going through every single day to edit your life. So in a nutshell, all I'm saying is this. You know, go back to that quote that I started off with. Circumstances are the means by which the soul receives its own. If you can grasp that and understand that, life is going to change instantly. Because what that's saying in a nutshell is, what I'm getting is what I am. You know what I'm saying? What I'm getting is what I am. I don't care what I say. What I'm getting is what I am. If you can understand that, brother, you're taking a huge step in changing your life, right? The thing we have to do is this. Observe this world. Observe your world for what it is. Observe it for what it is. But take that information and do something with it. Take that information to rewrite your script. Take that information and edit your life. I'm telling you, instead of focusing on everybody else, if everybody just looked at themselves and made the needed changes, man, everybody will be in a completely different situation. Write that thing down, man. Write down what you observe, throw it in the trash, and then write the new you and step into that. I say it all the time. It's that simple. It's that simple.